Hello, and welcome to Group Two's Design Thinking presentation. My name is Joey Peace, and alongside Kathleen Gaffney, Vernon Baby, and Alex Mancuso, we will present our design thinking framework for seniors who wish to age in place. Kathleen will begin by introducing our developed prototype in non-residential seniors community center and explaining our journey through the discovery and define phases. I will then share the feedback we receive from our interviewees and how it shaped our next steps. Next, Vernon will reflect on our team's experience with the Aging in Place design process, discussing our expectations, surprises, challenges, and key lessons learned. Finally, Alex will present the first draft of our business model canvas and go into next steps before I conclude the presentation. We appreciate your time and look forward to sharing our insights. Now to Kathleen to discuss our prototype and the results of our discover and define process.
Thank you, Joy. After interviews and focus groups, our solution to contributing to improving the quality of life for our aging community members changed and grew. Much we have changed throughout this class. We've gained much helpful feedback, both positive and negative, which shaped the design of our non-residential senior community center, which we have named after our composite character, Eleanor Shepherd. We call it Eleanor's Tribe. Eleanor Shepherd is a character created by AI from a combination of our interviews and the work we've done over the last few weeks to identify our target audience and create a space that she and others like her would enjoy visiting. Over the last few weeks, our work has shaped our design. We have gained many key insights, both positive and negative, which narrowed our scope from our initial design of a full live-in community, which is staged to meet the needs of our residents as they age, to a vibrant community space for all guests to visit. This allowed us to develop Eleanor's Tribe. Our point of view changed as we worked with community members to refine our model. Our goal is to offer a social atmosphere, convenient in location with engaging activities to stimulate mental health and maintain physical health, while allowing community members to maintain their independence by remaining in their own home. We intend to staff our space with helpful and knowledgeable team members who can offer advice and guidance, which will be further expanded upon in later slides. We chose this model because it encapsulates the key aspects we have collaborated on in combination with feedback we've received. I'd like to reintroduce Joy, who will elaborate on our feedback and next steps.
Thanks, Kathleen, for sharing those insights from the prototype testing and discovery process. Now, I will highlight the feedback we received that shaped our next steps. So as our users interacted with the prototype, our testing experience indicated that we were moving in the right direction. Through this process, we also found out that stepping back and allowing the users to actively engage with the prototype freely led to more authentic feedback. Most participants appreciated the supportive, inclusive, and welcoming environment that offered a range of diverse activities that resonated with them. They also provided valuable constructive criticism to enhance the experience, which directed our next steps. Key recommendations included adding outdoor seating for socialization, partnering with local hospitals to foster intergenerational connections, improving accessibility for those who still wish to drive, and creating a more vibrant atmosphere. Our users also raised important questions regarding the cost of the center, hours of operations, temporary housing options, and locations that will benefit most from such a center. Based on this feedback, we plan to explore temporary housing for emergent situations, develop a mentorship program with local schools, enhance accessibility with dedicated parking, and identify underserved communities where these centers will have the greatest impact. Most importantly, as we finalize our prototype based on the feedback we receive, we remain committed to refining it further to ensure it meets users' needs for a sense of belonging, overall physical, mental, and social well-being and independence. Now over to Vernon to reflect on our experience with the Aging in Place design process discussing our expectations, surprises, challenges, and key lessons learned.
Thanks so much, Joy. As we reflected on our project, we were expecting a certain amount of pushback to the idea of being placed into a nursing home. There's a negative connotation that goes along with entering a facility and feeling like you have to give up all of your autonomy. However, once we started talking about what they would like to see, what would work for them, as opposed to dictating the ideas, everything changed, and we received very positive feedback. That feedback is what changed our direction to go to a community center style facility versus an inpatient facility. That way, the seniors could dictate their own terms. They could decide what works for them and what doesn't. They could decide which activities to participate in, which activities to not participate in. It also continued down the theme of autonomy, where everyone could do the things that worked for them. And I think that was the key. Reflecting on what worked and what didn't, our questions really worked. We had formulated an initial set of questions that were good but not great. We then changed them up slightly and made them more open-ended, more reflective, and we're able to really get the interviewees more comfortable and able to articulate their respective needs and wants. That's what led us to what didn't work, our initial thought process of an inpatient facility. That was not something that any of our interviewees were interested in, and really made us change our approach. I think what we would do differently with our model is to go for the community center model from the very beginning, because it offers everything that most seniors want. They want a community. They want to be around like-minded folks, and they want the autonomy to be able to come and go as they want and do the things that make them feel happy.
Thanks so much, Vern. I'm now going to illustrate how we synthesize our work into an initial business canvas. Our team has covered some of these points already, so I'll go over the canvas at a very high level and then zoom in on the key areas that we'll investigate further. Our customers are people like Eleanor, senior 65 years and older, who need an environment that supports their physical, emotional, and social well-being, including their ability to maintain their independence, because these factors collectively enhance their quality of life and sense of fulfillment. This point of view statement has led us to create Eleanor's Tribe, a center that would produce a caring and social environment that enables us to build connections with people like Eleanor while respecting their desire to maintain their home and independence. Although the center could accommodate overnight stays, the goal is to build a non-residential center so seniors maintain their independence in choosing when to visit or drive to the center. The center would be at a fixed location, so our main channels to deliver our services would be through email or direct mail or our transportation services. However, again, the goal is to maintain a non-residential center so seniors maintain independence of when they choose to go to the center. The backbone for our center's success, however, will of course be our staff, and it also represents our primary costs. It is critical that our staff not only have the necessary medical expertise, but they also have the ability to manage and nurture a fun, interactive, and dynamic environment. Our key activities are therefore going to be positioned to support this staff and our center. This can include increasing our medical staffing network, maximizing our space in the center when it may not be in use, and growing our presence online and outdoor in the community, such as by building key partnerships with community leaders. This will help bring people together and find ways to support our seniors, such as potentially working with social workers to facilitate outreach programs. This will also help us find ways to generate and maintain revenue streams so that we can make Eleanor's Tribe a reality. Now, as a whole, we feel extremely pleased with how our work has come together, but we're now going to focus on the two areas that we believe require more investigation. So what's next? We want this space to inspire interactions among seniors with their communities, but also find a way to maintain a healthy revenue stream so Eleanor's Tribe remains a reality. We therefore believe our key partnerships and revenue streams will be our primary points of investigation. These community partnerships will help our center achieve its goals for mentorship programs, medical and community resources, and partnering with established community leaders also helps our reputation so seniors can view us as a good neighbor, continually there to support them and their community. Finally, we will need to heavily investigate potential revenue streams. In August of 2024, the National Council on Aging reported that centers such as these mostly rely on local and state government tax dollars and grants. These, however, may not prove sustainable and can bring a lot of anxiety to our staff as we apply for new ones. We therefore must look into other revenue streams such as monetizing our web properties and leasing out our space. Our partnerships can also foster business relationships and also yield some fundraising opportunities so we can make Eleanor's Tribe a reality. I'll now turn it back to Joy to conclude our presentation.
In conclusion, this Aging in Place experiment provided us with the opportunity to navigate each phase of the design thinking process while interacting directly with users who seek a product like ours. Through this experience, we discovered that continuous feedback, along with consistently showcasing and refining an evolving product, is essential for both success and cost efficiency. By integrating users' input throughout the process, we developed a product specifically tailored to their needs, iterating intentionally to align with their preferences. The result of this approach is our non-residential seniors community center, which we call Eleanor's Tribe, and which we believe effectively addresses users' needs, overcomes challenges, and enhances the experience of seniors aged 65 and older who wish to age in place. Thank you for your time, and now we would like to offer you all the opportunity to contribute to Eleanor's Tribe.